Is this the easiest way to shoot smooth phone videos? This is a simple and fast review of the JCROBOT iSleeky L7C Pro smartphone gimbal stabilizer. We're going to open it up, show you what it looks like, test it out, and of course let you know whether or not it's worth buying.
So as we get it out of the box, comes nicely packaged. Instructions are right up front, and probably pretty simple and easy to figure out. There is some hand motion stuff that you'll want to be aware of. Read the instructions, it's always helpful. I'm going to walk you through kind of the basics of this, but for every detail it's always best to read the instructions. And I know people complain about that sometimes in the review, like, why aren't you giving all those instruction details? Because there's so much to cover that this would be a 25-minute video and nobody wants to sit through that. So this is your main gimbal. Comes with a tripod, which is really nice, as well as it looks like a little kind of lanyard capability, a USB-C to USB-A to USB-C charging cable. It looks like a little bag to keep this all in, which is nice for travel purposes or portability. Should fit relatively easily. And as you probably saw me open it up at first, it just kind of, it's going to be down and then it's going to open up and then swivel, as you can kind of feel the movements here already. Very spinnable. And then this whole idea is that it's just going to kind of rock based on you know, the way it's set up. Now on the side, let's see a switch here. Well, it looks like it's going to need to be powered on. So we'll go ahead and get this charged up with the USB-C charging spot, and then we'll kind of show you how this works. While I get this thing charged up, and you'll see kind of how it charges with the blue lights going here. Does not come fully charged, obviously. It comes at about 25% charge, so there will be juice, but not a lot. In the meantime, I wanted to just kind of show there is, and I'm covering it up with the QR code here, there's a Gimbal Pro app that you can download. It's actually Gimbal Pro 2 is the thing in the Google Play Store, or Gimbal Pro on App Store. Download that for some abilities there. It shows you how to kind of unfold and then attach the phone. Something to pay attention to is that the direction of the phone camera should be this way. It's kind of showing you, I don't know if you can see that up close, but what you'll do is just kind of stretch to get your phone in there. And I'm trying to do this while it's connected, but probably shouldn't. But either way, you'll see that the middle of the clamp is right there, and you'll want to just have your phone camera on this side. That will give you some general understanding. So as you try and move this thing around, and we're seeing a little code there, UPC code, you'll be able to kind of directionally move it the right way when it's set up properly. All right, so once you download the app, you'll just press this button on the right. That's your power button. Mode is on the left. So we'll press that for a second, and it should turn on. There we go. Got some lights now. And then we'll just connect our device as we search for it here. Pop this back open. So I wasn't even on. Now we're on. You saw it kind of move around there. Try that again. Find it pretty quick. And we do have to go to settings to pair it, which is a bit annoying. And now we're connected. All right, and that'll allow you to do some stuff with the hand gestures and everything like that. Remember, camera on this side. We're just going to stick it in there. And then once we get this thing set up and held, we want to just kind of adjust as needed. And so what we'll do is begin to get it turned on again. And so to adjust, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit just so we can see it here. We're just going to move this around and up and down to kind of move so that it's on my face. And now you'll note that for the most part, hold on, it's not really doing a great job of tracking me, so it's not a good demonstration. There we go. Now it's kind of starting to do a little bit better job, but when I spin it, it's still turning, so we just kind of need to adjust our hands a little bit. But it does make it a little bit easier. Now, if I wanted to go landscape, I'm just going to hit this power button and turn it. So it's one turn, one click, and it goes landscape, another click, and it goes back here. And so again, kind of just as we kind of look at the camera here, it'll move around, and we'll go to landscape just by clicking that. And as we adjust, it kind of just stays in the mode. There will be some adjusting needed, so it's not perfect. But, you know, as I spin, it kind of stays in position. So it really does a really nice job. Not being perfect, but I'd say pretty impressive nonetheless. So to me, you know, based on the cost especially, it does a fantastic job. And again, this is just kind of zipping around. So once I'm doing selfie mode videos and stuff like that, it makes it a lot easier. As you're kind of walking, for instance, these are kind of the adjustments that you'll maybe have. So it won't be as bad for sure. So to me, definitely worth buying. There's a lot more settings with modes that you can play with and stuff like that. On the side here, you can zoom in and out. So if you're kind of in video mode, I believe once you're paired, and I guess it's not going to work on me right now. It's supposed to, once we're, yeah, well, we have this button on the back that turns it on and off, and snap, but I guess it's not connected well, and I'm not sure why. So I'm not loving the app connection right now, but let's see. Yeah, it's supposed to be doing that. Don't love it for that connection personally, but in selfie mode, I would probably be doing this anyway, using, you know, fingers and stuff like that. But I don't love the inability to connect. Read your instructions. I probably haven't done a very good job of it. I was more concerned with this. And so this is awesome. So to me, definitely worth buying still. Read your instructions on the connections with the Wi-Fi or the Bluetooth better. And hopefully this review helps, and thanks for watching.